Hey everybody, today is Wednesday, October 16th, 2024, and we are back here in the beautiful town of Kissimmee, Florida on this rather beautiful high 70s, low 80s, very breezy morning. It is absolutely beautiful out today. So I knew I had to get up bright and early and get out here to check out something that I've been wanting to see for a while now. Something that's been on my Florida bucket list for some time. I knew I was going to want to visit all kinds of epic, awesome things once I moved down here. So before I even did move down here, I started to make a list, a Florida bucket list of all the places, all the things I wanted to see, wanted to document, wanted to show you guys. And this was something that was pretty high up on my list. So today, we're gonna check this item off. Today, we're gonna check out this amazing, epic, awesome, cool thing here in Kissimmee, Florida that I can see right over there. We're gonna take a walk right down there to see this awesome thing. I love these kinds of things. I love seeing these kinds of things. I've brought you guys out to see many of these kinds of things before in the past, and we're gonna take a look at yet another one today. Again, I can see it right over there, right on the lakefront. This is awesome. I'm so excited I finally get to check this out today. So right now we are here at the Kissimmee Lakefront Park, which sits right on Lake Tohopekaliga, or as the locals call it, Lake Toho, because let's face it, Lake Tohopekaliga is not exactly the most easiest thing to say, unless you're Native American, because it is a Native American name. But what a beautiful lake this is. Again, Lake Toho or Lake Tohopekaliga. I kind of like saying Lake Tohopekaliga, but then again, Toho is not only easier, but it also reminds me of Godzilla. So I enjoy that. But Lake Tohopekaliga is what is right there. And we're gonna walk down the banks of Lake Tohopekaliga, of Lake Toho, to see what sits right over here, right down here. This park really is beautiful. It is huge, it is sprawling, it's very long, goes all along the coast of the lake. There's some really cool parks here. There's a splash pad. I believe there's some cafes. We're actually right by the Monument of States, which is really, really cool. So this whole area is pretty awesome, pretty epic. But in my opinion, the most awesome, the most epic thing, although the Monument of States is really, really cool, but maybe this is just a little bit cooler because I'm really into this kind of stuff. In my opinion, what makes this whole area the most epic, the most coolest, is what is right there in front of me. I can see it right now. I'm really, really excited about this. I don't think it's supposed to storm today. According to the weather reports, there was no mention of rain, but I don't know, those clouds like a little ominous, and the fact that it's so ridiculously breezy out today. I apologize if it's destroying the audio of this video, but it very well might. It is very, very breezy out. Although I don't know, the sun keeps poking out from behind the clouds, but due to the ominous clouds and the crazy breeze we have going on, it feels like rain. I don't know. Then again, it is Florida, which means it could rain for 5 minutes and then be beautiful the rest of the day. That's about right for Florida. All right, so we got a plaque here that says Lake Tohopekaliga. There you go, that's how you spell it. The city of Kissimmee rests on the northern shore of the historic Lake Tohopekaliga. This vast lake, almost 19,000 acres, is connected to the Kissimmee chain of lakes. Lake Toho, as the locals call it, has played an important role to Kissimmee, both historically and ecologically. That is pretty cool. It talks about the Second Seminole War. We'll talk about that someday. Very, very awful part of American history. The U.S. Military, the U.S. government did not treat the Seminole Indians, the Native Americans, very well, unfortunately. But again, that's a whole another story for a whole another time. It says, today the lake is known as one of the best lakes in Florida for bass fishing. Several major bass fishing tournaments are held here annually. I did not know that. Additionally, Lake Toho is rich with wildlife. It is home to many species of animals such as alligators, bald eagles, blue herons, snail kites, white-tailed deer, bobcats, and turkeys. There you go. There's some of the animals right there. You can see how just insanely huge this lake is. And we are right there. And this is really cool. This is an old picture of the lake. And you can see right there is the Monument of States. That is pretty awesome. I love these old photos like that. That's really cool with the water tower right there. And again, the Monument of States right there. It's right behind us. It's not too far away. We're about maybe like a 5-minute walk away, if even that, from the monument. Again, this park is pretty big. It goes way down that way, stretches around the outer banks of the lake. There's a really awesome, huge, epic playground down there with all kinds of like rope bridges and stuff, which is really neat. There's a really cool sort of like Native American, probably Seminole Indian themed playground over there with a splash pad. It's really cool. It's pretty awesome. This park is really neat. But again, today we're not here to take a look at all the awesomeness of the park in of itself. We're not going to take a look at all those other things. Maybe some other day we'll come out here and we'll take a look at that. But today, I really just want to focus on this one thing right in front of us right now. The one thing I came out here to see right on the banks of Lake Toho. This is really neat. All right, so we're gonna head down this path right here, this winding path right here. And once we get to the end of it, what I came out here to see sits right at the very end. This is so neat. I'm trying not to show you guys, even though you already know what it is by the thumbnail alone, but I'm still keeping it as somewhat as a surprise. I wanna do an epic unveiling of this. I can see it right now. I'm looking at it right now. This is really cool. All right, guys, you're almost there. I'm almost about to show you, again, what we came out here to see. If I don't get blown away first. Wow, it is really breezy today. It is crazy blustery out. I feel like maybe I gotta hold on to my hat for this video. Wow, it is, it's getting windy. Feels like, it honestly feels like a hurricane's coming through again. All right, guys, so here it is, the grand reveal of the Lake Tohopekaliga, Lake Toho, Kissimmee, Florida Lighthouse. Take a look at that. How amazing, how awesome, how epic is this? You guys know how much I love lighthouses. I always have to see as many lighthouses as I possibly can, whether just for decorative purposes or whether for navigational purposes, I don't care. A lighthouse is a lighthouse. I have to see every single one of them. And I knew someday I'd be out here to see the Kissimmee, Florida Lighthouse. This is so awesome. I love this. Such a cool, interesting, tiny little lighthouse here in Kissimmee, Florida. Now, I don't believe this is actually for navigational purposes, although I did read online that you can see the beacon from pretty far out on the lake. So I would assume that if it is very foggy out or maybe stormy and it's late at night and you're trying to get back into the marina, having something like this going off in the distance would be kind of nice. But I do believe the original purpose of this was just for decorative reasons, just for the ambiance. And that is okay by me because this is such a cool, awesome little lighthouse. This is amazing. I believe it was built in 1999, all made from brick. Look at this. That is cool. What's really interesting though is the design of the brick. These vertical bands here add to the awesomeness of this lighthouse because you can see the sides of it aren't exactly straight. They kind of are a bit wavy due to the pattern, due to those vertical bricks, which just makes this lighthouse even more awesome, in my opinion. Adds to the interestingness of the lighthouse, makes it different, makes it stand out. That is cool. Look at that. 1999, from what I was reading, lighthouse here in Kissimmee, Florida. So cool. That is awesome. I love it. So again, I don't believe this lighthouse was actually intended for navigational purposes, but the light at the top, the beacon, does actually light up at night. It blinks on and off, and you can see it from a pretty good distance. So that is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to come out here at night sometime and actually see this functioning. That is awesome. And you can see at the bottom, at the base of the lighthouse, there are these lights here that also light up the lighthouse at night. So I'm sure at night, this must look pretty cool with the lighthouse all lit up from these lights, with the beacon going off at night. It's gotta be a pretty cool sight. I'm gonna have to come out here in the evening, maybe at dusk when this first turns on. The sun has just set. That's gotta be a really cool thing to see. I'm definitely gonna come back out here to see that. So again, pretty much for the most part built for just decorative purposes, but it does actually function. That light does go on and off. That is cool. I love this. This is such an awesome lighthouse. So you may have also noticed there's no actual way of getting into the lighthouse. There's no door, no panel, nothing like that at the base. So if you do want to get to the top, I believe you would have to use like a scissor lift or even just a tall ladder. In fact, heck, I think I have a ladder at home tall enough to actually get me up there, if I'm not mistaken. So no actual way of getting into the lighthouse. No spiral staircase, no ladder leading up to the top. If you need to change a light bulb, change one of the glass panels, do some painting, do some maintenance, something like that, you would have to either use a scissor lift or a ladder or something like that to get yourself up there. But I do wonder, in looking at this, I do wonder how many people have maybe tried to climb this over the years and how many people have maybe successfully done so, because I would think if you had just a little bit of rock climbing abilities, if you had that skill, you could probably get to the top of this fairly easily. I can only imagine over the years how many people have tried to scale the lighthouse and maybe even successfully have done so. In fact, as I was walking out to the lighthouse, there was a little girl, maybe no more than 7, with her family, who had climbed all the way up to the first vertical band of bricks before her mom yelled at her and told her to get down. So if a 7-year-old can climb all the way up to the first band, I can only imagine how somebody with any even slight knowledge of rock climbing could probably get themselves all the way to the top. And I'd be willing to bet that over the time since 1999, when this was built, I can only imagine over that time, there have been probably a handful of people who have successfully gotten themselves to the top of this lighthouse. I don't condone that. I'm not saying you should do that, although I can only imagine the view is probably amazing. I would love to get up there. I know better. I'm not going to, not only because I don't want to kill myself. I have no rock climbing abilities whatsoever. I would definitely fall and hurt myself. I don't want to do that, but also because I know better than to go up there, because if the cops saw me, I would definitely get myself arrested. So again, I don't condone it. I don't say you should do it, but I can imagine that if you were to do it, that the view would be probably pretty epic. Looking over the lake, I would love to go up there. I would love to legally go up there. If I could only find the person who maybe is in charge of the park, and who maybe someday could say, hey, you know, we're changing the light bulb up there. If you want to come out tomorrow and maybe change it for us, you know, take the ladder up there, take the scissor lift up there, take whatever we use to get up there, and you know, change the light bulb for us, we'd be ever so grateful. I would totally do that. I would do some maintenance for you. I would change a light bulb for you. I'd paint or change a panel or do something for you if it meant I actually got to go up to the top of the lighthouse and look out over this awesome view. I would totally do that. That is cool. And again, I can only imagine that if I were to go up there, I would not be the first civilian to do so. Yeah, somebody has had to have climbed this over the years. Probably multiple people have climbed this lighthouse over the years. Again, I'm not going to do it, but it's tempting. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe how breezy it is out today. Again, I do apologize for the breeze, most likely ruining the audio of this video, but honestly, I'll take it. Normally when I'm out filming for you guys, I am sweating to death. I am just a big giant ball of goo, but today it is beautiful. Again, it's overcast. It's maybe in the low 80s. The sun is not beating down on me. There's virtually no humidity. And even though the breeze is destroying the audio of this video, man, does it ever feel good blowing on me. This is a beautiful day. If every day could be like today, I would have very noisy videos, but at least I wouldn't be sweating to death as per usual in these videos. But anyway, guys, there you go. I had to come out here. I had to check out this amazing, awesome, epic lighthouse, the Kissimmee, Florida lighthouse. This is just too cool. I love lighthouses. As I've said many times to you guys, I love a good lighthouse, and that right there is indeed a good lighthouse. I've known about this one for a while now. It was on my Florida bucket list. You can now check it off. I have visited the epic lighthouse here in Kissimmee, the Kissimmee, Florida lighthouse. That is so cool. So happy I got out here to finally see this. You see, even the police love coming out here and enjoying the epicness that is the lighthouse. So if you guys have ever been out to this lighthouse, leave a comment down below. I want to hear from you guys if you guys have been out here to see the Kissimmee, Florida lighthouse. Did you get your picture taken with it? Leave a leave a link to your picture, or tag me in your picture, or send me your picture on Instagram. I want to see you and yourself, or you and your friends, or you and your loved ones out here with the Kissimmee, Florida Lighthouse. And if you haven't been out here to see this, you got to get yourself out here to check this out. If you're like me and you're a lighthouse enthusiast, again, whether just for decorative purposes or whether for navigational purposes, if you don't care and you just love lighthouses, you got to see this one. This is really, really cool. So again, if you guys have been out here to see this, leave your comment down below. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts on the Kissimmee, Florida Lighthouse. I, for one, I like it. The entire time I've been out here, there's been so many birds perching themselves on top of the lighthouse. I mean, look at that. That is so cool. It's the home of so many different birds. And all throughout the foliage here, there's been all kinds of other birds as well. All kinds of like ducks and fowls and just all kinds of water birds. The nature out here is really cool. So if you do come out to the lighthouse, not only should you just check out the whole park in of itself, because again, the park in of itself is really, really cool, but also check out all the nature. Walk along the coast, walk along the edge of the lake, check out all the different birds and all the ducks and all the turtles, and maybe even an alligator. If you get lucky, you can see an alligator. I haven't seen one. I would love to see one. That'd be so cool. I still have not captured an alligator in one of my videos yet. It will happen. One of these days, it will happen. But look at all the birds out here. So cool. The nature out here alone is really awesome. But, I mean, let's face it, nature's cool. But lighthouses are just ever so slightly cooler. Okay. No, nature's still awesome. I still love nature. I'm not degrading nature. I love the animals. I love the foliage. I love all that stuff. But I am just kind of freaking out over the awesomeness that is the Kissimmee, Florida Lighthouse. Like I said, I have been wanting to see this for a while. This was on my bucket list. So getting out here to finally check this out. Just me and the dozens and dozens of birds. It's pretty awesome. This is cool. But all right, guys, I think with that, I'm gonna let you guys go. Because if I don't let you guys go, I could spend another 7 hours talking about the lighthouse, which I don't want to do over top of this wind. So, all right, guys. Oh my gosh. So, all right, guys, that is gonna do it. So, as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Check down below for links to Patreon. If you guys do become a patron, I will send you a postcard. Ooh. He wants you to become a patron. So check down below for links to Patreon. See? Check down below for links to Spreadshirt. Oh, that one wants you to check out Spreadshirt. That's awesome. All right, check down below for links to Patreon. Check down below for links to Spreadshirt. Hit that join button and become a member of this channel and gain early access to all of my videos, all that stuff. All that stuff helps support the show. It keeps the show going, so I really do appreciate the help. Really do appreciate the support. And if you guys watch this video all the way to the very end, hashtag Windy Lighthouse. There you go, because it's very, very windy today. Windy Lighthouse, if you guys watch this video all the way and to the very end. But, okay, nature's pretty awesome. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. So again, thanks for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and if you do hit that subscribe button or you are subscribed, then I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one, guys. Bye. Hold on, guys, wait a minute. We're not quite done yet, because as I was leaving the town of Kissimmee, I saw something really, really awesome. I had to pull over, I had to get out, I had to check this out, I have to show this to you guys. This is neat. So again, right over there is the lighthouse. Right over there, literally right on the very end of this corner, is the Monument of States. If you guys have not seen the video I did on the Monument of States, check it out. Really awesome, old school Florida roadside attraction. That thing is really, really neat. And look at these really cute mid-century cabins. I want one of these. I want this one right there. Sits right off the lake. Every morning I could walk down to the lighthouse. I could look out my front porch, my front windows, and see the Monument of States. That is really cool. And then I could look out my back window and see what is painted on the wall over here. I could see this really awesome, again, really epic, really amazing mural. Check this thing out. How cool is that? With the giant tsunami waves, if I was on the lake and saw that coming towards me, I'd be very, very concerned. Thankfully, even though it is very windy out, there were no tsunami waves today. This is really, really cool. There's a guy doing some fishing there in a boat, and then we've got the lighthouse, the Kissimmee, Florida lighthouse painted right there on this mural. How awesome is that? This is so cool. Had to pull over, had to check this out. That is awesome. A mural for the lighthouse. How cool. I love it. That is amazing. That is awesome. But all right, guys, again, with that, I am done. So thanks for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. That is too cool. All right, I'm gonna buy this house. It's got a pool and everything. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. Bye.